the news by National Publicity Secretary of the New Nigeria People's Party, Major Agbo, for more on this new development. Interesting way you have reacted to this story, but I'm just wondering what you make of all the allegations that have been brought against you.
Thank you so much, and then good evening, and thank you for having me. First, let me let you understand that as far as we are concerned, allegations have been made because what we are seeing is more like a Nollywood or Hollywood movie where people just stand up and then arrogate onto themselves the powers that they do not have. One very interesting thing about the NNPP constitution is very simple: who wields power at what level? One unique thing about our constitution is that there's so much and enormous powers that are vested in the hands of the Board of Trustees. And these powers, the critical aspect of it is that the BOT has the powers to call to order any member of the party who does anything that is not in consonance with the provisions of the constitution at whatever level. What that means is that the BOT of the party uniquely, like I said, unlike other political parties, is on top administratively. But it's unfortunate that my colleagues at the NWC level, despite all that we've done to make them understand the intricacies of some of the decisions they take and the illegalities, that make up the decisions they take, have refused to understand with us. And unfortunately, out of this sheer refusal to understand what the Constitution says, we've been driven into a lot of things, and the most critical of it is what has happened today. The BOT, for instance, has the powers to do anything. All decisions are supposed to terminate on the table of the BOT.
All right, Mr. Major, let me just jump in very quickly, because your position is at variance with that of the National Working Committee. According to them, the board has not even been inaugurated and it has no constitutional right to sit. But I want to play an excerpt of an interview I had with the national auditor of your party a few hours ago as to what really the National Working Committee thinks is wrong with the actions of Dr. Aniebonam and Yorombo-Sef.
It's very unfortunate that the Dr. Aniebonam felt it was his duty to solely write certain letters, reversing decisions of the working committee, reversing decisions of the NEC, decisions that had been ratified by the NEC. Now we respect him. We realize that he has a role to play, but you don't play that role alone, that's one, and your role is advisory.
You heard that, right? It's saying that there is what the constitution of your party says, particularly when a decision is ratified by the NEC.
Well, unfortunately, Barrister Ladipo Johnson, who just spoke there, is a lawyer. I understand he's a lawyer, but he doesn't seem to have a full catch of what it takes to deal with these challenges that the party is facing now. I don't know what he means by having had this decision ratified at any level. What happened was that there was a committee set up, to invite certain state chairmen who came in, and then they were not given any chances of explaining themselves. What happened was that I've never seen anywhere where, in the case of adjudicating on a matter, you have the complainant come in to speak to you separately, and then you have the person who should respond to the complaints come in to speak to you. You should give them the opportunity to join issues so that you won't be taken away by the sweetness of what either of the parties would be telling you. And at the end of the day, they came out with a decision which was to remove these guys from office. And then these people in their usual style, and then people who are obedient and who wants to work in agreement with the constitution of the party, decided to move to the founder of the party. By the way, let me tell you that the founder of the party, we went all the way to his hometown in Umuawulu, where he got the consent, where they got his consent to allow them run on this party. Nobody envisaged all of this level of disrespect, this level of truancy, this level of dishonesty. But here we are today because as politicians, we know that anything is possible. So it's unfortunate, but Mr. Johnson is speaking the mind. He is just saying what they want to say, but I'm the one that is now telling you exactly what happened and what it should be. What I'm telling you is that those who were purportedly dismissed were not given any chances to explain what they did, and they were dismissed.
I hear you clearly,
and then
Mr. Agbo
the
Major.
chairman now stepped in to say, no, this is not the way to go.
I'm afraid,
and here we are today.
I'm afraid that's our time. We'll have to continue this conversation some other time. National Publicity Secretary of the NNPP, Agbo Major, thank you for talking to us on the news tonight.
Thank you.